Hello everyone, Instructor Justin over here, and this is Instructor Kathy. Today we're going to talk to you guys about stretching. Stretching is a way to prime all of your muscles and get them ready for strenuous movement. You're going to need these to prevent injury and to make sure your Taekwondo class goes well. So these are the stretches that you guys do before the class and gets you ready for all the exercise that you're going to do. So first, let's get started with your head. Let's get started with moving it side to side. So let's go over left and then right. We're going to stretch out your neck muscles like this. So let's try a couple of those. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From there, you're going to take your neck, you're going to make it go forward and backwards now. So forward and back, forward and back. Try to do all these stretches about 10 times so that you get a good movement on your neck muscles. From there, let's get started with your arms. You're going to take one of your arms, pull it all the way across your body, and take your other arm and put it in front of your elbow. You're going to pull backwards now. You're going to stretch out your shoulder and a little bit of your tricep this way. And let's try the other side. Again, try to hold these for about 10 seconds to get a good stretch. After you've done those ones, let's go to the tricep. So you're going to take your elbow like this and go put it all the way back behind your head. You're going to grab your other hand, put it on your elbow, and pull backwards to stretch your tricep out. Make sure you get the other side. So other hand on your elbow, pull it behind your head, and pull. Good. From there, let's make sure your whole torso is nicely stretched out. I want you guys to do a couple torso twists and make sure your body can do these rotational movements easily. So let's go start out left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure when you're doing these, you do about 10 of these to get your whole body moving in the right way. From there, your hips are very important for a lot of the stretching and kicking that you do. So hip rotations are a good way to loosen them up. I start out with a leftwards rotation. We do about 10 of those, and then from there, we're going to stop, and we're going to go the other direction now. Make sure you get the whole range of motion from there. Good. I'm sure a lot of you may know, Taekwondo is very centered on kicks. It's very famous for those. So conversely, we do a lot of leg stretches. Let's stretch out our legs now. We're going to start off with putting one of our legs into a big lunge position here. Your leg is going to go straight like this, and we're going to stretch out our pelvic area first by taking your hand and putting it all the way back on your hip like this, pushing down and going into a larger lunge. From here, let's go a little bit lower, and now we're going to stretch out our quads this way, and then try to keep your body up to get a little bit of a stretch, okay? Once you're done about holding these stretches for about 10 seconds each, you're going to go into this position, and now we're going to stretch out your hamstring a little bit, and you're going to try to reach forward or keep your hand on your knees like this. And then you should feel a little bit of tension in this area here, which is your hamstring, okay? This is a common site for injury for a lot of martial artists. So once we finish that, it's always important to do the other side. You're going to do the lunge exercise again. And then after 10 seconds of that, go all the way down. Stretch out your quadriceps. And from there, down to your hamstrings. That's good. After about 10 seconds each of those, let's stand up. And then let's stretch out your groin by putting your legs outwards like this, and your knees are going to point outwards. You're going to try to take your elbows, put them on your knees, and then push outwards like this. From there, you can hold it for about 10 seconds. And now you're going to stand up and then put your hands on the knees instead. This time you're going to push one of your shoulders out. So Kathy and I are going to start with this one. We're going to push it all the way out, look towards one side. 10 seconds of that. Go down to the other side like this. Good. Once we're done these, we're ready to move on to more leg stretches down on the ground. Kathy's going to demonstrate these ones for us. She's going to go into what we call the butterfly position. From here, you're going to put your feet together like this with their faces facing each other, and then you're going to bounce your knees up and down. This is a good, easy stretch for some people that are lacking a lot of flexibility. Once you get a little bit more flexible or you want to work on that, you can take your shoulders and move them downwards in front of you, and at the same time you can use your elbows to push your knees downwards. Once you're done with these stretches, you're gonna take your back up again, and then you're gonna put both of your legs out, straight in front of you. From there, you're gonna take your hands and you're gonna try to reach all the way down to your toes. You're gonna stretch out your hamstrings again, and an important feature of this is when you're stretching is you don't bend your knees. You bend your knees, you're not gonna stretch out these hamstrings and your calves. So hold that for a little bit of 10 seconds, and then from there you can pull up. And then now Kathy's gonna take one of her legs and then put it on top of her other one. Yeah. From there, she's gonna take that leg and pull it all the way up to your chest and stretch it out. That way, this is gonna work out the hind region back here. So Kathy's gonna pull as hard as she can, hold that for about 10 seconds, and then put it down. She's gonna work on the other leg from there. Make sure, again, hold these for 10 seconds so you get the stretches before class. Once we're done with that, we're gonna work on sitting splits. So you're gonna move your legs as wide as you can go, and then do a splits with your bum on the ground this time. An important part here, we can do a couple stretches. You're gonna take your hands upwards, and you're gonna reach down to your left side, stretch out that way, and then once you're done with that, you're gonna go up and then stretch down to the other side. Now to work on your central flexibility and your groin, you're gonna take your hands and then move them forward. An important part about here is when you go down, you keep your knees straight and your toes facing upwards when you're doing the splits. When you also go down, make sure not only your hands go down, but your shoulders as well, as Kathy is showing us. So you wanna bring your whole upper body really close to the ground here to ensure the strongest stretch. From there, you're gonna stand up, pull your legs together, make sure they're bent, shake out your legs a little bit, and now you're primed and ready to do a Taekwondo class. So from there, I hope to see you guys in class. Ta-da!
Yes, sir.
Hyungnae.